Fear is often the silent dictator in our lives. It lurks in the shadows of our daily routines, dictating our every move. It whispers in our ears, reminding us of the consequences of failure. People face a wall, either work an unwanted job or be broke and without food, shelter, or water. Not everyone struggles, but everyone has faced this wall and realized they had no way to break it. The pressure to conform and comply is immense. They caved in, accepted reality, and realized they must either work in a low-tier job or climb higher. Some found passion in their choice, but was it really their choice? Or was it fear masquerading as ambition? The main thing that drove most of us to where we are, if you don't know it, is fear. You had to work to survive. Feared being homeless or unable to care for your family. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. You had to go out and do something against your will just to survive. Just to survive. It's the year 2024. The world has advanced, but the primal fear of survival remains. Just to survive, you had to get out there and reinvent yourself in this world that is a shopping mall to play your part just out of fear. The fear of being left behind, the fear of not measuring up. Do we really want to live in a world that is mainly driven by fear? Some say capitalism drives progress. But imagine a world not driven by fear, a world where creativity and collaboration are the primary motivators. We would have a completely different lifestyle. Open your mind and imagine living as a community, driving itself up in standards of living. A world where innovation is born from passion, not pressure. Not being faced with fear of starvation and going to work to avoid death and suffering. Imagine a society where basic needs are met and people are free to pursue their true interests. Fear is the driving force when people face the wall, either work some unwanted job or face the nothingness the world currently provides. But what if we could dismantle that wall? In our daily life, everything we come across, shops, restaurants, supermarkets, theaters, exists because people work there, often because they have no other choice. The foundation of our society is built on reluctant labor. The foundation of the workforce that drives most of the world is built on individuals who feel they have no other options. But what if we could change that narrative? Let's build a world where we all thrive, unburdened by fear. A world where we all thrive. A world where fear is not the silent dictator, but a distant memory. Imagine waking up in a world of freedom. Would everyone wake up and do nothing? Or would we wake up happy, energized, excited to give of ourselves for others, for our family, neighbors, our country, our world? In a world not driven by fear, people will find motivation in just doing for themselves, their future children, their family, their community. Isn't it possible that the world would not only run better but progress faster? Higher quality products, not meant to break after a year for more sales, but products made for quality, for use, for the people you gladly made them for. This reality, where people broke down in front of a wall and had to unwillingly create their fake persona to thrive in a messed up world. They end their shifts broken, wanting to forget about their day and return to themselves using drugs or alcohol or doing something wild just out of the frustration of doing this work they know they wouldn't want to do if they had the means to just live their life. This wheel with chains made of steel, it's bringing out the worst in people. Imagine a world where people wake up and are excited to go and help their community. Who cares for them? A world where fear is not the silent dictator, but a distant memory. A world where we all thrive, unburdened by fear. We have become accustomed to this lifestyle. Sure, it's fun to go to a mall and shop and go to restaurants and have someone cook for you. But what we've created here is this lifestyle. The use of fear to drive people to do things for you, just so they could earn some money and survive in their own reality, living in this world where people do stuff for each other, not because they want to, but because they need to finish their shift and keep their job. Do you think humans are evil? Are humans not kind and compassionate? Do you think people have joy in giving and helping? Maybe we could assume that without this chain of fear driving us to run our shops just to make money to survive, there would be no progress in the world. People enjoy creating, they enjoy sharing, they enjoy helping. I want you to envision a world where we're all a community, a people, a tribe. Do you think we would not progress? Do you think we would not evolve? Maybe it's possible that we would have reached higher standards of living if we just did it for each other with goodwill. Do you think the worker in the shop you were just in is there because he wants to? Are we just blindly accepting this fact that some people serve us merely to keep their job for their survival? Is that the kind of service you'd want from people making your food, your clothes, your electronics? What if people made things really out of passion, really out of goodwill? Would we be further into the future in the state of progress, or would we be in the past? Imagine a world where the illusion of progress is shattered. A world where true progress is measured not by economic growth, but by the well-being and happiness of its people. Where innovation is driven by a genuine desire to improve lives, not by the fear of falling behind. In this world, the barriers of fear are dismantled, and what remains is a society built on trust, compassion, and mutual aid. What if, instead of fearing the unknown, we embraced it together? Instead of competing, we collaborated. Imagine the breakthroughs we could achieve, the heights we could reach, and the lives we could transform. This is not a utopian dream, it's a possibility, a future we can strive towards. Let's challenge the notion that fear and coercion are necessary for progress. Let's envision a world where we are motivated by love, curiosity, and a collective ambition to create a better future for all. A world where progress is not an illusion, but a reality we all share.